Well, the day's finally arrived. We're going to get our tomatoes planted in the ground today. And if you're interested in planting some tomatoes, stick around and we'll show you how. Hello, backyard vegetable gardeners. Welcome to the Backyard Vegetable Gardening channel. Today is Friday, May the 3rd, 2024. I sure hope you're having a great day. Well, the day's finally arrived. We're going to get our tomatoes planted in the ground today. And if you're interested in planting some tomatoes, stick around and we'll show you how. If you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, then you've probably seen the little short we did about things are about to get serious. I got to make some selections here. Well, we decided to do something different this year. If you can look at our trellis, we've got 3 T-posts on each end and 3 in the middle with some rebar at the top. And we're going to trellis these different than we normally do. Normally we just have the trellises attached to T-post in the middle with some wire fencing that runs across, and that's done us really, really good. Well, this year we're going to try the single stem, well, the single leader and the double leader method. So we've got this rebar up here, and here in a week or so we're going to run some strings from the top of that rebar down to the base of that plant, and we're just going to let them run up and keep them pruned up pretty good. And what we did in our bed here, our bed measures 4 foot by 18 foot long, and we started a foot off from the edge. We took our little PVC pipe and watered a hole. Went 2 foot, watered a hole, 2 foot, watered a hole, and all the way down. We did the same thing on the far row, and then we just come in right in the middle, and that should give us about 18 to 20 inches in between these plants, which is all I should need, should give me good airflow. But guys, this is going to be a learning year for me. We're going to plant this entire half of the bed with paste type tomatoes. We're going to put 6 Roma plants and 6 San Marzano plants. And then down here, we're going to put some cherry and grape style tomatoes, and then we're going to put some slicers on the end. So to start out with, we're going to plant our Roma tomatoes right down here. But if you've never planted a tomato before, it's really easy. So we get our Roma tomatoes here. We've got a 4-cell tray, 7 plants in there. 6 of them are all we need. So we're going to take them out, dig us a hole. The good thing about planting tomatoes is you can plant them as deep as you want, really. Now, this is a brand new bed for us, and I do apologize again for the road noise, guys, but it's all I can do. So I'm going to dig me a hole about as deep as my trowel here, and just about as big around as my trowel, which will match these cups pretty good. And I've never used these Vigos till this year, and it's got a big old hole in the bottom, and we'll see how easy they work. Just finger in the bottom and they come right up. Look at that. And now I'm going to put it down in the hole, and I see here that I can take that part of the stem off. So I'm going to lay him out, and I always like to get me about half a handful some organic potting soil, or organic fertilizer, excuse me, and just mix it up in the bottom of the planting hole there. That way that plant's got some nutrition here before too long. And we just fill in our hole. And that's all there is to it. Now, I like to label all of my plants, and I know I'm doing 6 Roma plants, so that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put 1 label for all 6 of these plants. And now we'll get our San Marzanos. Tomato plants are very resilient. All you have to do, you don't have to be too awful concerned with their root system. You don't want to intentionally damage the plant, but they can handle a fair amount of abuse because tomatoes root well. If you think about it, if you've ever propagated using suckers, you just pinch that sucker off the plant, stick it in dirt or water, and in just a few days, that stem that you broke will have developed roots. And that's one of the great things about these tomato plants. We're going to move on to our grape and cherry tomatoes. We're going to start out with the Jelly Bean Hybrid, which is a grape tomato. I've never seen it before till this year. We just found it, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not even a tomato eater, but it looked really neat, and I figured the wife, the kids, and the grandbabies would really adore it. Our next variety will be a Sungold cherry tomato. This guy about got too big for the pot. Grew too tall, but the root system is still good. Just perfect. Which one will we choose next? How about a Honeycomb Hybrid? Sure hope we beat the rain. I don't know how it comes off on the camera, but I can tell you this right now. It's starting to get dark. Next variety is the Super Sweet 100. And our last of the cherry and grape varieties is a Chadwick Cherry. And the first of our slicers will be a Better Boy Hybrid. This is one like we grow Miss Norma in a bucket. Had some controversy about this particular plant. Bought the seeds from one of the local big box stores, and I was wanting to know its mature height and mature spread. I couldn't find no information, so I went to Burpee's website. They didn't carry it, so I got on a support chat with Burpee. And the nice little lady says, well, you bought that at a retail store. We don't have that on the website or in the catalog. So she tried to find some information, and the funny thing was, she showed me information from another website. And I won't mention the other website, but if you're familiar with seed purchasing, you've probably been to the website. And I'd already been to the website. And the thing is, the seeds I bought said that the plant would be a determinate variety. According to every other website I went to, it was a indeterminate variety, which kind of raised some questions there. And this guy hadn't developed too many roots yet, but we're still going to plant him. And this guy is a little bit younger than those other plants, probably by 2 weeks, but he'll still do just fine here. Oh, and excuse me, I said Better Boy. It's a Best Boy Hybrid, not a Better Boy. The next of the slicers, we've got the Wisconsin 55s and the Abe Lincolns. And I need to make up my mind which ones I want to do here, because I've got a couple of the Abe Lincolns. I might want to do the Abe Lincolns. Oh, I feel that rain. Gotta hurry, hurry, hurry. I think the next one we're gonna plant's an early girl. Oh, excuse me, we gotta do our Wisconsin 55 first. And now we'll plant our early girl. And the classic beefsteak. Our next variety will be the Rutgers tomato. And our last variety, the Brandywine Red. We'll repot up all those you saw us divide out, and we'll give those away. We might keep a few just in case some of these get sick and die, or just have a pest problem or a rodent problem or something like that. But most of the time we got a lot of happy neighbors. I just seen something funny, boy. While I was turning around starting to clean up and grab the mulch, I got to looking at this pile of dirt that we'd shoveled and moved. I have no idea, but that's a potato plant. And there's another potato plant. I have no idea how in the world potatoes grew there. We grew potatoes in this plot last year, but we dug that soil up and moved it. That's going to be interesting. I think we're going to leave that. The last order of business is just to spread a little mulch around everything. Now we're going to mulch this entire bed, but just for today, we're just going to mulch around the plants. It's about ready to rain. Well, that's all there is to it, folks. You know, at the beginning of the week, I was really stressed out trying to figure out how I was going to get all these plants into this single bed here. But boy, I'm really hoping that this triple row method is going to work here. I know I'm going to have to do a whole lot of pruning, stay on top of it. But guys, I'm really excited, looking forward to it. I hope it's a big success. I almost forgot, folks. Done had all the equipment put up. Don't forget to water in your plants. I'm using some fish emulsion, some real gentle fertilizer here to soak these roots in. So be sure to give them a good drink, let those roots get settled. Do that for the first couple of days. After that, you can water as usual. Well, folks, I believe that'll do it for this video. The mosquitoes are eating me alive. The traffic's getting just absurd right now. People are getting off of work. The sky's getting dark. It don't look like I'm going to get my peppers done. And according to the forecast, we've got at least 2 days of rain, at least 1 day, maybe 2 days. So it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday at the very earliest before I get to those peppers. But at least we got our tomatoes in. I'm really happy for that. If you've ever tried this triple row method staggered, let me know. If you grew with the single leader, the double leader, like I said, this is my first time. Why don't you let me know down in the comments if you got any tips or any advice? I'd sure appreciate it. And as always, if you've liked this video, if you've learned something, you found it enjoyable, please like it, folks. It really helps us out. It tells YouTube that you found value in this content and you like to see more of it, and that algorithm will push it out to more interested viewers. And if you haven't already, if you like gardening or gardening related content, please subscribe to the channel. If you know some folks that like gardening or gardening related content, please share it with them on other social media. I'd sure appreciate that too, folks. And as always, it's been my pleasure to be with you. Thank you for watching the video. See you on the next one. Hope you're having a great day.